If you're the most interesting person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More. And today I want to talk about this because I just did a training with Rich Lipton, and he says this all the time. And I thought it was so important and so powerful. And I thought, hey, let me talk to you guys about my journey with trying to be interesting. With trying to be the most interesting person in the room. And when he said this, I was like, aren't most people trying to be interesting? Like, aren't you trying to live an interesting life? And the fact is that people find you interesting when you listen to them. Now, let me explain. Okay? So, I always thought that being like interesting and like one of the things that I really lived by was shock and awe. Like I always wanted to do the things that everybody be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm a bodybuilder in my 40s with 3 kids. Like I stopped eating sugar. I'm an alcoholic. Like all these things. I mean, it's not interesting being an alcoholic, but my point is that there's like facets of me that like when people talk to me, they're like, "Oh my God, like that's so crazy." And that's what I kind of like lived for was like, yeah, like I'm pretty cool, right? Like look at all these things that I have accomplished and look at all these things that like I have um really done in my life that I feel like make me important. And what I have found over the past couple of years is that, you know, nobody's gonna remember the fact that I was like a bodybuilder. Nobody's gonna remember the fact that, I live part-time in Guatemala. Nobody's gonna remember like all these things that I think are really cool because everybody else is so interested in their self. So when the coach said this, and I was like, oh, that's true when I'm talking to people and I'm asking them about them, when I'm sitting there and really engaging in what it is that they're saying and how they live their life, they just light up. They become so ecstatic because they're showing me their passion. They're showing me their deepest, well, maybe not darkest, but their deepest part of themselves that, not nobody's really like asking about them. Like nobody's sitting there like asking them about these like hobbies and their careers and the things that they love. Like nobody's really engaging with that. And so when you touch that part of someone, that's what's interesting. Like how the hell did you get that out of me? How the hell did I just sit for 30 minutes and talk about photography? How did I just sit for 20 minutes and talk about, the my husband's cancer? Like how did I just sit there and like and that's what it is. That's the interesting part. That's the beautiful part of the conversation. It's not about me telling off everybody, this is my resume, this is what I do, this is what I like, this is how I am, this is how I roll. It's more about, hey, let me really dig into who you are. And when you become interested in people, you really see them for who they are. Like when you do that, you by default become somebody that's they need in their life. You by default become somebody that because most people don't have that. Most people don't have somebody where they can talk about their dreams and aspirations and really talk excitedly about their passions and stuff like that. Like how many of you like go around like you go out with your friends and you're there for 30 minutes and you're or an hour, going out to dinner and you're trying to cram in information about the last 2 years that you haven't seen them and like, then dinner's over and it's okay, gotta go bye. When really like all you were doing was just like listing off facts rather than getting into real deep conversation. And that has been like such a game changer for me because now when I talk to people, I get some incredible stories. I get some incredible moments that, people like just seeing somebody's eyes light up because you ask them to talk about something more and, something they're excited about, a trip they're about to go on. Oh, why are you going? Where are you going? Who are you going with? And oh, that's interesting. Have you been there before? Like just really honing in on what they are interested in. Like, fuck everything that's on your resume. Like the feeling that you get when you're trying to connect with somebody and they just open up the floodgates to you is powerful. It's a powerful drug. I promise you that. It is a powerful fucking drug. Like now when people ask about me, I'm like, no, 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 no. We're gonna talk about you. No, no, no. We're bringing it back to you. Okay, yeah, I'll answer a question, but no, 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 no. Let's get back to you. Because it's powerful to know someone. It's powerful to really connect with them on that level where they are inspired, where they're speaking from a place of inspiration. And like just the fact that and yeah, so in this, like with the way that it was posed, like being the most interesting person in the room, I said, you really don't know that you are the most interesting person in the room unless you ask. Like, I realized that, I come into these rooms thinking, oh, I'm the shit. Like, I got all this stuff going on. But then, like, you get these stories and you're like, man, I ain't shit. You're like, damn, these people are doing some big fucking things. These peoples are really living their life. And I think that's a beautiful thing. It's a little bit of humility. But on top of that, is that once you start to see other people, you can start to see that, you know, you're in the wrong room, not because you are better than everyone. You start to see the depth that people actually have when you're interested in them. If you're going in there to prove a point that you are better than everybody, then yes, you are in the wrong motherfucking room. Because don't nobody want to hear that. Okay, guys, that's it for me today. Love you guys. Bye.